You're watching 11 Alive Morning News. 11 minutes of nonstop news starts now.
It don't solve nothing. Everybody, family end up hurt.
There's a message to stop the violence after her 13-year-old son is gunned down. How the teen is being remembered this morning.
Could the state's safe haven law cover more ground? Why some advocates say it is necessary. The new protections they want included in a newly filed bill.
We are looking at the possibility for strong severe thunderstorms rolling into our area later on tonight. We're going to track it for you hour by hour coming up.
We are learning more about two people who were hit and killed on I-85. This is at Chamblee-Tucker Road in DeKalb County. Southbound lanes are now back open after being closed for many hours overnight.
Another big story we are following for you right now. In a matter of hours, we could get our first look at part of that special grand jury report.
It details the Fulton County investigation into former President Trump and potential interference in that 2020 presidential election. Today's expected release would include the special grand jury's introduction and conclusion. We could also see concerns the panel of jurors had about witnesses possibly lying under oath. A Fulton County Superior Court judge ruled that most of the report will not be released until District Attorney Fani Willis finishes her investigation.
A hearing is scheduled today over efforts to stop construction of a new Atlanta Public Safety Training Center. Several people filed a complaint saying construction should be put on hold until the appeal over the site's land disturbance permit is all sorted out. There is no timeline for when the zoning board will announce its decision.
Right now, there are new accusations against the fired Doraville police officer accused of concealing the death of a 16-year-old girl. A woman says he stalked her for months. Alicia Bates believes a neighbor's doorbell camera recorded Miles trying to break in. Doraville police tell us there is no proof it was Miles Bryant. When officers told him about the stalking complaint, they say, quote, the behavior stopped.
New details this morning. The family of a 7th grader is speaking for the first time since he was shot and killed near his home. Molly
Oak is sharing more what we're learning from the mother and people who saw that shooting.
Police say it started as a fight between Jaden and several other people. Gwinnett County police say Jaden Travis was shot near his home on Windward Lane around 5:40 Tuesday night. We spoke with a witness who says Jaden appeared to have some kind of weapon. That witness says there were 2 other teenagers, saying one of them pulled a gun and shot Jaden. We spoke with Jaden's mom, who says Jaden had a BB gun. She says her son was an old soul taken far too soon.
Before he went to school, he called me. He said, Mama, telling you happy Valentine's Day before I went to school. That was the last time I talked to him.
Police are still investigating. We'll keep you updated on 11alive.com. Back to you all.
Molly, thank you. And that was a look at your top headlines.
All right, some storms moving in, Chesley.
Yeah, not today or during the day. It won't be until later on tonight that we'll see some of those thunderstorms pushing into our forecast area. Much of today will be spent in the clouds. Few of us will see an isolated shower or sprinkle during the afternoon. It will be warm out there. You're looking at temperatures getting up to 67 degrees by noon today. 73 will be our afternoon high. We'll hit that between 3 and 4. We'll drop back down to 69 degrees by 7 o'clock tonight under mostly cloudy skies, folks. So that rain chance increases as we head toward the evening. In fact, up to a 60% chance. I'm thinking by 7 o'clock tonight, even higher after that. We'll see it lingering at least through Friday morning before it begins to taper off. I think by the afternoon, we'll see that rain go away, and then we'll be nice and dry as we head through the weekend. But we got to get there first, folks. So you need to be weather aware, especially tonight. If you're going to be out late, of course, you're going to be seeing these thunderstorms. Now, we're watching this line. Most of the heaviest thunderstorms right now are up to the north of us over into, well, even north of Memphis right now into western portions of Tennessee. That's heading off to the north. This line that you see right here ahead of a front, that's what we're going to be paying close attention to. That will intensify as it heads further to the east, especially by this afternoon once we get into the daytime heating. Look at that southerly push out ahead of that front. Our winds will start to pick up later on this afternoon. They're calm right now, but we'll start to intensify to about 15 miles per hour as we head through the afternoon, so it will be warm and breezy. Look at this. That tan area that you see is a level 3 out of a possible 5 threat for severe weather from Nashville down through Birmingham over toward Jackson. That's where we have that enhanced risk for severe weather. Tornadoes likely in this particular area. That storm system will weaken a bit as it moves towards us. You see this light or this yellow that you see here for our extreme westernmost counties. That's a level 2 threat or a slight risk for severe weather. That's where we could see some of those strong or damaging winds associated with a few of those thunderstorms. We'll continue to weaken as it heads toward the metro area. Level 1 threat, that's a marginal risk. Isolated strong severe thunderstorms are certainly possible, but won't show up here until around 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock tonight. This is how it plays out for us in the forecast track model. You see the clouds in place, clouds for much of the day. An isolated shower or two is certainly possible, but we really won't see that rain getting in here until after about 8 p.m. Here we are, I stopped it at 8:15. You can see that rain starting to push into our westernmost counties. Here comes those thunderstorms. 10, 11 o'clock, we'll be dealing with that. Some of those thunderstorms will pack quite a punch as far as the wind speeds go. It's going to stay with us at least through your morning commute. Here we are by 6 o'clock in the morning on Friday. We'll still be dealing with some moderate pockets of rain that pushes out by the afternoon, and then temperatures will cool down from there. Only in the 50s for highs on Friday after reaching a high today in the 70s. We'll stay cool for the first half of the weekend, and then the latter half back to the 60s.
Later today, a state Senate committee will take a look at several bills meant to help foster children in the state of Georgia. The legislation comes as lawmakers try to tackle the difficult conversation around the practice of hoteling. Liza Lucas is here to break this all down. Liza, so shocked to hear this.
That's right. There's been a lot of public outrage about this when hoteling happens when you have kids in the foster care system who are not able to get appropriate placement. And these are usually kids who have special mental and behavioral needs. Housing these children in hotels or DFACS offices is usually a last resort.
It's been a focus of DFACS for years of how to get at this situation. And it's very hard to solve. I mean, it's a systemic, it's going to take a systemic solution.
So to give you a picture, here in Georgia, there are approximately 50 to 70 children in foster care with complex needs who stay in DFACS offices or hotels every night. Last year, that cost the state around $28 million. Now, advocates tell me part of the solution may be looking at higher reimbursement rates for providers, more specialized foster care, and earlier intervention. Lawmakers, again, will take a first look at some of the bills impacting foster care system here in the state today.
All right, needed changes coming, hopefully. Thank you, Liza. All new this morning, a bill just filed in the Georgia Senate looks to expand the state's safe haven law. The law gives mothers in crisis a safe and legal way to give up their babies rather than abandoning them. Right now, state law lets new moms drop off their newborns at fire stations, police departments, or hospitals within 30 days of giving birth, and doing that without fear of prosecution. The mom just needs to make sure the baby is left with an employee or a volunteer, but advocates are calling for churches and adoption agencies to be added to the list.
And the reason we're having to go back and amend the law is because we're finding in 159 counties, there's 122 that are rural. So we're wanting to create as many options as possible.
Sarah Keppen with the Hope Box says the law is always meant to be a last resort, but many people already assume churches are included. If passed, SB 187 would give churches the option to participate with specific safe haven signs to inform the public. Chesley?
Cheryl, we're looking at our temperatures by noon in the upper 60s, 67 degrees by noon under mostly cloudy skies. Our winds will be a bit breezy this afternoon as well out of the south at about 15 miles per hour. 73 degrees will be our afternoon high temperature, so warm and breezy is what we'll call it. Going to stay in the clouds for much of the day. There could be an isolated sprinkle or two, especially as you're driving home. Temperatures right at 70 degrees by 6. That heavy rain and the thunderstorms really won't move in here until after 8 or 9 o'clock tonight, and some of those could pack some gusty winds, so be weather aware overnight tonight going into Friday.
As soon as we get ready to go off, you were like, oh, I'm looking for something. I got nothing to do.
I was looking forward to my cinnamon toast crunch.
Oh, man. Hopefully you'll get those in 20 seconds.
That's her daughter's favorite, too, by the way.
It is.
All right, Chesley, keep an eye on those storms moving in and be ready for the drive-in tomorrow. Could be an interesting one. We will see you then. For now, we'll hand it off to the Today Show. Have a great day, everybody.